Hey, I want to tell you a story. A story that happened some years ago. Jioni moja, hata si jioni, ilikuwa usiku kitu 8 to 9 p.m. So my dear mama came back home from work. She was a businesswoman, precisely a hawker. So she used to buy ndoma and ngwashe, that is arrowroots and sweet potatoes, and she would boil. And she used to go and sell them at a place in Thika town. Then there is one particular day, okay, her job was very tiresome, because she would go first to source for the rongwashes and doma, probably at Makutano, Kirinyaga, hizo sides. And then she would come, wash a fire, boil them, pack them, and carry them to her selling point. She would pack them oil in buckets. So in a good day, she would go with 2 buckets or 3. Now this particular night was a day that she had gone to the market to source for them. So she would buy a full sack. And if you've done business, you know very well that many business people, especially hapa hivi Kenya, wanafanyanga ile biashara ya like, ni kama, it's like you get money today, you invest it back in the business, like it's a hand to mouth kind of a business. So really, it doesn't have so much returns. So this particular day, alikuwa amerauka ngware tu sana. Aka travel all the way to Makutano. Aka buy a full sack of ngwashes and some ndomas. And because it took her so much time to acquire those things and head back to Thika and prepare them, alifikisha hiyo mzigo Thika, akaiacha mahali, akagawa zile zenye alikuwa anaenda kupika hiyo jioni, alafu hizo zingine akaacha hapo with an aim ya kuhome nazo sasa jioni after ashauza. So she went, boiled them, packed them as usual, akaenda tao kuuza. Unfortunately that day, when she got to town, okay, you know the way Kanju will harass hawkers and all. So I think she had started that job. She was the first person who actually started selling those things in Thika. Alafu wase wakiona ni kama unauza sana, they come in and join in, which she was very much okay with it. So another mama had started the same business. So they were like competitors. Alafu my mom had kuna wase wanambangu wanakuanga na mkono ya biashara. So my mom had that. By the anything my mom put her hands on to, ilikuwa ina prosper mpaka mnashanga. So even this one, she had her hand in it, like she would make sales. Unfortunately this day, when she got to her selling point, vile tu amefungua hivi, Kanju ndo wao wakakam, wakapita nazo. Alafu shetani ni mbaya. Ile stock yenye alikuwa ameficha mahali aende akachukue jioni akitokea, pia hiyo wakaenda wakabeba. Have you ever seen a broken person? Like broken. My mom was not even broken. My mom was crushed. Because I remember this night, her coming home, normally alikuwa anafika hiyo idhaa ya 8:30 9 hapo hivyo. Me opening the door, and all she did when she got in, she broke into tears. So she got inside the house, and like umefungua mlango hivi, then whoever gets in and burst into tears, and I was like, oh God, what happened? So I asked her, what happened? And in tears she was like, they've carried everything, like I don't know what to do, I don't know where to start. Oh my. I think the most humbling thing that will ever happen to any living human being is seeing your parent cry. And I was there, standing there, looking at her and wondering, what am I supposed to do? Of course you cry, because for me, I had seen her, I knew what her business entailed. The fact that they had carried her stock, and her stock, like ile gunia mzima alikuwa amebai, na her things that she was supposed to sell that day, zile zenye zilikuwa zimeiva, like the fact that they had carried everything, that meant we didn't have anything to live on beyond fare. Let me tell you, I don't know whether you guys have things that trigger you. They are not done to you, but when they are done to people out there, they trigger you because they remind you other people. And every time I see Kanjos harassing people, I always remember that incident. Like today, the case of that boy who's, I don't know, I think he's a young man. I don't know whether he's a young boy or a young man, but the one whose groundnuts were thrown to the floor, it reminded me of that night. And even seeing that boy crying, it's heartbreaking. And the question is, where did our humanity go? Because let me tell you, no one is idle. Amke akaange njugu kama hizo azururishe cause akona kitu ingine poa ya kufanya. Well, I know we ought to have order and everything, but really, njugu, kabaket, kanjugu hivi, seriously. What's wrong with humanity in Kenya? And you see, for instance, my mom's case, they used to go and sell at a place like mahali wase wanapitia wakienda stage, and they would start their business at around 6 p.m. Hakuna duka ya mtu wanafunga, and they're not standing even outside a person's shop. Alafu wewe unaenda unachukua hizo vitu, unaenda unatupa. Like those ones, she was crying because she was hurting, zilitupiwa ng'ombe. Her pain was like, aki afadhali hata wangepeleka children's center. I don't even know why I'm telling you this story, but I just wish I can share my pain with the world out there. That they don't hawk cause they have better things to do. And I think from that incident, mimi niliswear hata jobs zikakosa Kenya aji ikuwe job tu available ni ya Kanjo. I can't do a Kanjo job. And even when I have had opportunities to kutafutia wase ama kuconnect wase job, I think I only connected one person kazi ya Kanjo. Na hata hakumake. For some reason, hakumake, like alichujwa at some point. Can we, I know there are laws that ought to be followed, I know all that, but can we apply humanity while dealing with people out there? You know, the sad reality is that that incident shook my mom, that when she started getting ill at that time, alienda akiendanga mpaka wa leo. And you see those Kanjos, to them, I don't know whether they do that to please their masters or who they do that for, but we can do better. We can do better. So this message is to every person there who is a government officer as a Kanju. Si afadhali uarrest huyo mtu na vitu zake, tumchangie, tumtoe ndani. Badala ya hiyo uchungu, imagine msendi wakuwa na hawk groundnuts saa 1 za asubuhi, alizipika saa ngapi? Either alilala kizichoma usiku ama alirauka kuzichoma mapema. And then vile njugu ziko na bei kali saa hizi. Nimejam.